Hey friend, welcome to Self Transformed, a podcast redefining self-care through simple fitness, nutrition, and mindset habits. I'm your host, Emily Nichols, certified personal trainer, Whole30 coach, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I know the struggle is real when it comes to taking care of you. I too am a busy working mom who felt physically and emotionally drained until I took action on my own transformation journey. I finally found the solutions to feeling confident and living a healthy lifestyle that doesn't feel hard, and now I'm on a mission to equip you with sustainable tools to help transform your life from the inside out, guilt-free. Together, we will simplify your health and fitness into daily habits that don't feel like another thing on your long to-do list, but daily actions that light you up instead. So if you're ready to redefine self-care and step into your own self-transformation, then let's do this. Hey gang, welcome back to Self Transformed. You are listening to day 2 of Confidence Booster Bootcamp. It is a free workshop I am doing within my free Facebook community. Come on over there so you're able to have access to the slides and the discussion going on over there. And also you are able to enter in for a drawing to win Self Transform You, the course. This just launched this week, gang, and it's my signature 6-week program. My girls just went through the live version of it and helped me perfect it according to what their needs and challenges were. And y'all, you are going to love it. So head to selftransformyou.com if you want to learn a little bit more about my signature 6-week program, how you can break up with diet culture, have some fun and simple workouts, all backed by proven habit strategies. And while you're there, you can enter the code CONFIDENCE, all one word, well, obviously it's one word, all capitals, and you'll get $50 off of Self Transform You, the course. I will be helping guide you through this wellness journey of yours for 6 weeks as your virtual transformation coach, and it is just the beginning of your journey, girl. So go check it out. But during Confidence Booster Bootcamp, I am doing a giveaway for one person to win the course for free. So head over to my free Facebook community. You can go to bit.ly/self-transformed-fam, just FAM, and join us over there, and you are able to comment each day during the workshop, and I'll be doing a drawing this Friday, the 25th. So, and make sure you jump on that code very quickly if you don't win the drawing, because that expires this Friday, the 25th at midnight Eastern. So today is day 2, like I said, of Confidence Booster Bootcamp. Yesterday during day 1, we talked about tools to help you talk nicer to yourself. Have a little self-compassion. Today we are talking about how to eat and move like you love yourself. You know, confidence is something we all struggle with, and it's a journey to be able to even say out loud you are self-confident. It is something I still struggle with on the daily. I know it's something my clients in my community struggle with, so I created this free 3-day workshop really just to help you to leave with some simple tools that you can start implementing to be more confident and really see how that not only impacts you, but the others around you, your loved ones who you love so well and so much as well. So go back and listen to yesterday's episode if you missed out on day 1, and make sure to come join my Facebook community. There's always a link in the show notes. If you can't join us this week for Confidence Booster Bootcamp, or you're listening to this afterwards, still come on over. Big community over there, lots of daily posts and recipes and workouts and funny memes, and check out the guide section. There is tons of worksheets I have created for you and other mini workshops I have hosted to help you take action on redefining self-care and living your life confidently, girl. So let's get into day 2 of Confidence Booster Bootcamp. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us for day 2. If you haven't had a chance, you can go back and watch day 1 in our Facebook community here. You can also listen to it on Self Transformed. I dropped an episode today highlighting a little bit about what we talked about yesterday. So let's get right into it. I'm going to share my screen with you. Again, you can see all the tabs Open on my computer and open in my life, right? Absolutely. Okay, let's find our presentation here. Share the screen. Make sure we are recording. We are, and we are live on Facebook within the Self Transformed fam. Gang, if you're listening to this on the podcast, the replay, make sure you come over to our free community. You just go to bit.ly/self transformed fam, just FAM, and be able to join us here live every day for Confidence Booster Bootcamp. But also you can check out the guide section. I have other workshops that I've hosted, and I continue to host mini workshops every month, but also a lot of worksheets within the guide area, because I always want you to be able to move forward and take action when it comes to taking care of yourself, because ultimately that builds confidence. So let's get into day 2. The agenda today, we are talking about how to eat and move like you love yourself. I love that. I'm sure you've heard that quote before. We're going to expand a little bit more on that and how this quote can really help you with thinking about building more confidence in yourself. So yesterday we did talk about how to be nicer to yourself. Again, the outcome, what I want you to achieve over the next couple of days through Confidence Booster Bootcamp is for you to leave with simple tools you can start implementing now to become more confident and see how that's going to impact the people around you. Trust me, I've seen it happen for myself, and I've seen it happen for my clients through Self Transform You. It will happen. So you got this, friend. So a review of day 1, if you didn't have a chance to listen, go back and listen, have a pen and paper handy, ready to take some notes. We talked about how to talk nicer to yourself and how we are lacking self-compassion really just as a habit. We're not making it a habit to be nice to ourselves. So we talked about we need to have some of these tools in our tool belt in regards to our mindset when it comes to being compassionate towards ourselves, to stop comparing. Say no, set boundaries, set small goals for small wins, and watch how that compounds over time. Don't should yourself. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Just do it instead and stop shoulding yourself. And to get ready most days, get yourself put together. It makes you feel good, right? Absolutely. So go back. You can listen on the podcast, on your favorite podcast streaming app, or just listen here within our Facebook community. Also, yesterday I gave you homework. That's what I do within Self Transform You in order to have everyone drive forward in their action. I want to know how to go. How did it go? So feel free to comment here below what may be some of your biggest takeaways. I had you journal and come up with a mantra to replace negative self-talk, listing out your strengths, and just seeing any other thoughts or emotions that flowed out of you. And like I said, you are 3 times more than likely to reach a goal if you write it down. So we will be having homework again based off of today's conversation. So feel free to comment below. What was your biggest takeaway from yesterday doing that homework activity if you did it? So, and a reminder, Self Transform You, the course has officially launched. That's why one of the biggest reasons I'm doing this workshop, to help celebrate the launch of this. Like I said, I just went through 6 weeks with Self Transform You live with my girls, and they helped really build this course. But throughout Confidence Booster Bootcamp, to celebrate, I am giving away the course, Self Transform You, to a lucky winner. The way to do that is to comment here on our lives. I'll be doing a drawing based on all the comments over the lives of the 3 days over Confidence Booster Bootcamp. Make sure to listen when I say to comment, like I just asked you to comment your biggest wins. That will count as an entry. So make sure you're doing that every time. I'm giving you little cues throughout the time here. You can also go to selftransformu.com to learn more about the course and use the code CONFIDENCE at checkout to receive $50 off. So more information at the end. And let's get into today, gang. Today we're talking about how to eat and move like you love yourself. Okay. So this all really comes down to when we're talking about confidence. Yesterday we talked about our mindset. Today I'm talking a little bit more about body confidence. That is something we all struggle with as women. We really do, right? I remember, at a young age comparing myself to what other girls were wearing, like in junior high, or being like, oh, she's so much skinnier than me, or, she's so much taller than me. Oh, she's so this, so that, and I'm not this. we're so busy comparing ourselves to others, and we have this unrealistic expectation of what we're all supposed to look like. God created us all differently. You know, my body shape is not going to change too much to look like someone else's. It just won't. I thought this statistic was really interesting, also really sad. It said, I looked this up yesterday, it said approximately 80% of US women don't like how they look. 80% of US women don't like how they look. That kind of broke my heart. But in all honesty, I'm not surprised. There's so much more pressure on us as women to look a certain way. And like I said, there's just such an unrealistic expectation with social media and a lot of ads out there, and the way the diet industry has perceived for us to be able to be happy, we need to be a certain size or a certain number on the scale. And that's just BS. Okay. I'm calling it out here. The diet industry, it's a bajillion dollar industry. Is that even a word? It's a bajillion dollar industry for a reason. There's so many different diets out there because not all diets work. There's so many different ways of thinking in regards to wellness because not everything works for everybody. And we all get kind of pigeonholed into thinking that we have to do something one way or another. And it's not one size fits all. The way we take care of ourselves, our bodies, looks different for everyone. Okay. So, really, what I'm hoping to accomplish today, obviously, is to give you more body confidence, but really change the way we view fitness and nutrition as a means to an end. Getting to a number on the scale, getting to an event you're trying to lose weight for, right? I want you to see the way you take care of your body, rather a lifestyle that you need to adopt in order to feel more confident. I love this quote down here by Eve Ensler. She said, "Stop trying to fix your body. It was never broken. It was never broken, girl. You need to stop trying to fit in this box of this unrealistic expectation of what we're all supposed to look like." Okay? We got this. We got this. So let's dig in a little bit deeper here. So let's talk about eating like you love yourself. So a lot of people, we just think of food. Food is emotional. Food is what we turn to sometimes when we're stressed or anxious, when we're hangry. It's a way to gather. There's traditions around food. There's a few components to food, but ultimately, food not only affects you physically, but mentally. So, what we're not always told is that good nutrition significantly affects our mental health too, not just our physical health. A healthy, well balanced diet can help us think more clearly, feel more alert. It can also improve concentration and attention span. Okay, eating well can do that. Conversely, an inadequate diet can lead to fatigue, impaired decision making, and can slow down reaction time. In fact, a poor diet can actually aggravate and maybe even lead to stress and depression. Okay. A lot of times we just think of food as, oh, it'll make me gain weight. Well, have you ever had that feeling like when you like overate like a bunch of sugar, or you had some food that maybe just didn't agree with you and you feel like sluggish and just kind of like bleh afterwards, and how that kind of affects with you, messes with your mental health as well. I don't think people are really thinking of the way you fuel your body as a way to fuel your mind as well. So drop a comment below. Drop me an emoji with your favorite food. I would drop a taco if that was me. If this has hit home for you, if you maybe never really thought about food as affecting your mental health. Okay. So how can you move like you love I'm sorry, I moved ahead. So tools. I have some tools to eat like you love yourself. Okay. Number one, have fun. Food should not be stressful. It should not be an anxious time for you to have a meal. Have fun. Have colorful foods. Mix it up and have fun with the way you eat. Take your time to eat. I'm very guilty of this. I will eat. I work from home, and a lot of times I stand when I'm eating and I'm working, tapping on my keyboard, doing something. Sit down and slow down and enjoy your meal. Meal prep ahead of time in order not to turn to processed foods. And I'm not talking about spending hours in the kitchen making these elaborate recipes, spending like 3 hours, like hashtag meal prep Sunday. I've done that before and it got old really quick and wasn't sustainable. I teach a formula for meal prep as part of my food freedom method in my Self Transform You course and in Self Transform You Live to help you meal prep in small little batches around the week. That way you have something to turn to eat that's healthy and nutritious that will help fuel your mind and body other than turning to a drive-through and not having to spend hours in the kitchen meal prepping. Get creative to make it affordable. A lot of people think you should only shop at you can only shop at Whole Foods or other places and only have organic meats and vegetables and fruits and all the things. And that's really expensive. That's unrealistic for some people. So go to Aldi's, go to Walmart, have frozen vegetables, have canned vegetables if you have to. Fresh is always best, of course, but get creative in order to be affordable to have really nutritious meals. Tough love here. The more you eat like crap, the more crap you crave. Okay. So do you ever feel this? Like sugar is very addictive. I know for me, like I love chocolate chip cookies. I talk about this all the time on the show. But the more I eat them, the more I crave them. And I don't have them quite as often. It's more of a special treat. And I eat it and I enjoy it and I savor it. And I maybe have a couple and I'm fine versus like a whole package. It's vice versa with healthy food. Like the more nutritious, colorful foods you eat, the more you crave that. Okay. And it's okay to self experiment to see how your mind or body is affected by different foods and evaluating your habits and relationship around food. Like I do this as a Whole30 certified coach. I do this with my Whole30 Anytime course. You can check it out always in the link. Just going to emily-nichols.com to learn a little bit more about what I do with my Whole30 course. But that's a really great way for you to determine your habits and relationship around food and then to determine your food freedom from there. And lastly, enjoy the foods you love. Okay? Enjoy the foods you love. Restricting forever isn't fun, nor is it sustainable. Second, let's talk about move like you love yourself. Okay. According to the American Psychological Association, the APA, there's usually an instant mood enhancing effect about 5 minutes after you start a sweat sesh. 5 minutes. And while that flood of feel good endorphins feels really incredible, it's important to realize that including exercise in your day to day routine has long lasting effects on your mental health as well. So the APA reports that when done consistently, exercise helps reduce long term feelings of depression and anxiety, and in turn can help you maintain a healthy sense of self confidence. There it is. So, like with food, we get so caught up in the way we think about fitness as it's only about the physical, but it's about the mental health benefits, gang. The physical follows when you have the mental in place. Okay. The physical follows when you have the mental in place. So we're eating like we love ourselves. Now let's move like we love ourselves. Here's a few tools that I include within Self Transform You and any client I work with. You know, we were just talking about this. I coached at Orange Degree this morning, and we were talking about finding joyful movement. Moving your body should be joyful. It should never be from a place of punishment. Okay. It's not, oh, I ate too much last night, so I'm going to work out like for 2 hours straight on the treadmill or do like 5 workouts today. Just no, 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 no. That's not fun or sustainable. Okay. Another tool to help you move like you love yourself is to work out with others. Have some accountability partners. You know, I have my squad and my girls that I work out with or run with, and that's how I really kept my transformation going. Was having accountability with friends outside of, you know, working out and doing Whole30 with my husband, for example. Turn on the music. I already mentioned that earlier before. That helps you feel good. Those endorphins going even more. Don't give up too quick if you can't find a workout that you really enjoy yet. Sometimes we're running and we're like, I really don't like running, you know? And I go through seasons of my life where I'm like, I'm totally into this workout and now I'm not. I'm really into this workout and now I'm not. And I adapt as the seasons of my life change. But sometimes we go and try it. Like say someone came to Orange Theory this morning, they were like, this is not for me. Then you just throw your hands up and be like, I just don't like to work out. You just haven't found maybe what you like yet. I have a whole episode on this within Self Transformed about finding your soul mate workout and putting joy back into workout. So make sure to go find that. Find the small non-scale victory wins, improve mental health, reduce stress, better sleep, etc. Not just if your pant size is getting smaller. Okay. and be patient waiting for results. Okay. Like I said, when the mental is in place, the physical will follow. It's not going to happen overnight. Self Transform You is 6 weeks. And, the women had some really great results and established new habits. It's a lifestyle. You got to be in this for the long haul and be able to be patient with yourself and give yourself a little grace over time. So, and here, gather around, gather around. I want to give you some tough love. I want to give you some tough love. Someone said this to me a long time ago, and it made a big impact on me. Your kids are watching. Believe it or not, you've heard them repeat something or you see them do something that you do. Your kids are watching. They're watching the way you eat. They are watching the way you take care of yourself. And taking care of you is part of taking care of your kids. Okay, let me say that again. Taking care of you is taking care of your kids. So you want to be able to establish healthy habits and set a good example for your kids. They're watching the way you eat and move. Okay. Are you doing it out of a place of self-compassion and love for yourself? Or are you doing it as a way of punishment? Are you doing it as a way to punish your body as far as a workout goes, or overeating because something, is stressful or emotional in your life? And I get it. We just can't get stuck in that mindset. Okay. So eat and move like you love yourself. Your kids are watching. Okay. Your kids are watching, and I know you want to establish those healthy habits in their life as well. So homework for today on day 2 of Confidence Booster Bootcamp. I want you to inventory/journal the current ways you are eating and moving your body. Is it consistent? Is it non-existent? How do you mentally and physically feel when you do take care of yourself? What about when you don't take care of yourself? What is holding you back? Okay, ask yourself these questions, journal over it, see what comes out. Like I said, writing it down is such a powerful act instead of just thinking it. And reevaluate what you can do to flip the way you are eating and moving and loving yourself. Okay, drop an emoji below and let me know your biggest takeaway so far. An emoji and just what's been your biggest takeaway. Is it eating? Is it the way you're moving your body? Let me know below. Comment below because you can have it. That's another chance for you to enter to win Self Transform You, the course. Like I said, we are now enrolling. You go to selftransformu.com. Y'all, this program has been transformative in my clients' lives and my life as well, just being able to coach them and having their feedback as we've been building the course over the past 6 weeks. Like I said, this is a 6-week self-paced program. I'm still there as your virtual coach. I'm helping you with provided workouts by me, my food freedom method. And the biggest thing is habit and mindset coaching to bring it all together and make this work in your life. I wanted to share another client testimonial with you from Stacy. She said, what I like most about STU, and I love that they call it STU. I love that. So is having the daily workouts and having someone to reach out to when I was struggling. What made me say yes was the quote that I posted right before we started. If you change nothing, nothing will change. And she thought about what was the cost of me not changing? Do you want to keep living in this life feeling not confident? Or do you want to live in a life where you feel confident and you're showing your kids that they can be confident too? I think I know the answer too. So that is your homework. I'll post later. I'll follow up with a post. So if you missed today's homework, that will be posted in our group today. But tomorrow is the last day of Confidence Booster Bootcamp. We're going to be talking about unlearning from your past to curate the confident life you were meant to live. So we're going to put this all together tomorrow, which I can't wait for. So to wrap today up, I love this quote from Louise Hay. She said, you have been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. Approving of yourself, not necessarily improving. Approve. Know you are beautiful inside and out just the way you are. Eating and moving like you love yourself is not a means to an end. It is a way to love yourself and feel more confident. And like I said earlier, the loved ones around you are going to feel the effects of that. So thank you all so much for attending today. Drop an emoji or drop a comment. I keep saying emoji. I just love emojis. Drop your comment below with what your biggest takeaway of today has been so far, and make sure to stay connected. You can find me on Instagram at EmilyNichols22 or listen to Self Transformed on any of your favorite podcast streaming apps. So thank you all so much for hanging out today. Sending you all lots of love, and let's keep going, building our confidence. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of Confidence Booster Bootcamp. If you're interested in learning more about Self-Transform You, you can go to selftransformyou.com or send me a message. I'm happy to talk with you, girl. So have a great rest of your day.
Hey girl, real quick before you go, if you love today's show and know your girlfriends need to hear this message too, then grab a screenshot, post it to your Instagram stories, and tag me at EmilyNichols22, because the more mamas out there hearing this message, the more empowered we'll all feel to take care of ourselves so we can pour from a full cup. Or the number one way you can thank me for this podcast is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way, more mamas will find the show here too. Love you and appreciate you, girlfriends. See you next time.